So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to another interview of the Shield Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector, and today we're talking with the lead singer from the band Sons of Alpha Centauri, and they have a new album called Pool, and it's coming out at the end of March. So, Jonah, how are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. So we were talking a little bit offline, getting to know each other.
Yeah.
And I must tell you, when I got the promo for this and I read, post-hardcore, and I read that it was produced in Sacramento with the producer that does bands like Deftones and the comparisons to the band, I was intrigued. And I listened to Push from 2021. I didn't know
Mhm.
that came out in 2021. And I saw it got a lot of like good reviews, and I listened to this to that one, and now I listen to Pool. So yeah, it's music that I'm glad that I got to find out. So first of all, Jonah, like I know you've been. How long have you been singing for Songs of Alpha Centauri?
This all started with maybe just a couple of songs several years ago. They just liked the music that I'd made before, and especially the hard rock music, because it was the kind of music they were kind of making is this kind of post-hardcore, ambient kind of thing that I've been doing for a long time. And so I don't recall exactly when it started. And I didn't honestly ever imagine that we'd be making full albums or that I'd be doing an interview. Because I'm not really the singer in the band. I'm a singer that collaborates with them, but it really is their band. And that's what I love about my role in it so much. I just get to hear the music and feel it. I think it's very sweet that it's inspired by music that I made so long ago. And I'm happy that that feeling is still in the universe. And so it's just fun to sing over it and have new people hear it and um, just see what arrives without any responsibility for the rest of the band. It's really nice.
Yeah, they just tell you come over and sing. Do you write the lyrics or does someone else write the lyrics?
Oh, no, no, no. I mean, I do everything creatively with it, but my focus is very specific. I do the lyrics and the melody. I do everything involving the vocal. They came to me years ago and said, "We've been an instrumental band all this time, and we thought
Yeah.
if we ever had a singer, we would dream of you singing over this music. So here are some of our instrumentals. Do you want to see about singing over it?" And I'm an artist who I make my living, playing shows and selling music and all that. But I interact with people on many different levels. I help people with songwriting. I help people kind of fulfill their vision of their music, just because I love to do it. And so the Suns guys are so sweet, and they just let me listen to their instrumentals and whatever I want to sing or not, I just do it. There's lots of space sometimes in between where the vocal is because I don't want to overdo it. I just kind of love that they want my voice on this bunch of sounds and I like the sounds. So here
Yeah.
we are.
I listened to the instrumental things and I liked it, but I said it would be it would sound good with vocals because you know what, on their Spotify it says like they're an instrumental band, but I
That's
got the
right.
promo, I'm like no, but they're singing on it. So
Yeah.
so are you like is it so you're like almost a member? They bring you in as a like what
I'm
you.
really not even close. I mean, I think being in a band means talking about
Mhm.
everything, talking about, well, and first of all, we've never played a live show. So I mean, so there's that. We've never played a show. We've really never rehearsed. Um, I've spent maybe 10 days with them over the last several years in little 2 and 3 day chunks, recording and hanging out. And so I feel very close to them, but I mainly connected with them through the music. So I'm really not even close to being in the band. It's
Yeah, it's
really,
like a
it's just a,
collaborative like effort.
yeah. I think they could go back to being an instrumental band tomorrow, and it would be, if they said, "Hey, we're going to make our next record instrumental," I'd be like, "Great, do that." But as long as they want to collaborate, um, like I say, I'm an artist who just anything I can do to trade my time for money in ways that feel healthy and happy and creative, that's what I want to do. And so I just love being able to have this relationship with them and they just say, take care of the vocals. We give you all the trust in the world for that. And then I don't have to do anything else. And it's lovely. And I get to make
And
more music I
yeah,
never would have made before.
and I know they're in England and you're in the States, right?
Right, exactly.
So
So I've only met them when I've been, well, no, one of them actually came to San Francisco, so we got to say hi. I might even, was that, might have been the first time we met? I forget actually. But mostly we've hung out only in England when I'm on tour there. That's right.
well, what are the other bands that you play for? That you
So the first band anyone would have heard about is Far. And then I started a solo thing in '99 that I still do called One Line Drawing. And that's, put out a bunch of records under One Line Drawing. And then I was in a band called New End Original, which is an anagram for One Line Drawing. We did a record in the early 2000s that I really love. Then I was in Gratitude for a few years. Then um, I play under my own name as well, which is just Jonah Matranga. So I put out some records like that. Then I did some things with the guys in Jawbox. We called it Camorra. We made an EP that I adore. I did a thing with Ian Love from Rival Schools. We call it I Is Another. That's amazing. Um, I've sung on Deftone songs and Fort Minor songs and Lupe Fiasco
which
songs.
Deftones
And
songs have you sung on?
I sing about little more than half of their cover of No Ordinary Love by Sade. That's me singing. Um,
Oh,
and the cover of Jawbox that they do is a thing that's them and Far together. So I sing half of that. And then I
yeah.
produced, and you can hear my faint background vocals, and I produced the original demo for the quiet version of Be Quiet and Drive that you hear on that Crook ended up doing the final beat for, but you can hear my guitars and a little of my voice. So anyway, yeah, lots of interaction with them over the years.
I'm obsessed with Chino Moreno.
He's a beautiful singer, beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful artist.
yeah, no, and I know that obviously the Deftones were inspired by Far because you guys,
Yeah, I mean, we inspired each other. We grew up together,
yeah,
for
you
sure,
grew up
for sure.
together. So
Yes.
yeah, so it's pretty cool, that you basically right now you're like in what the like in the sport world you would call like a free agent.
Yeah, I guess I've lived my life as a free when I think about it. And I mean, shit, we're still together. I would be grateful whatever my life was with music, whether that one band stayed or there was, a million bands like there's been. But yes, you're right. A free agent is a good term, except for a free agent really has a contract that lasts a while and then becomes a free agent for a moment and then gets signed by another team. And so I guess that's true. Um, but I guess that's a neat way to look at it.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's I don't
I
know,
look
like
at
a
it
piece
as
of
me that
sports.
I'm just running around, sort of like jumping in, like for one record at a time with all these different kinds of artists, or one song at a time. And I would love to do that more and more and more. It's one of my favorite things about music these days is that I can just do a vocal in my home and send it to someone, and they can surround it with metal, with punk, with hip hop, with country, and it's just my voice, and it can be in any different world with BPMs and with the different ways of sampling that we have now, and just the different ways of exchanging music. So yeah, I consider Sons of Alpha Centauri my work with them like that. Like I'm a free agent. Yeah, I'm hopping around. I like that, a free
I think
agent.
it's just the beauty of the times that we live in that we
It
can do
is.
this.
It
Like
is.
you couldn't do this in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, like uh, that cover that you did with Far for Pony for January,
Mm.
it's pure brilliance. Like it takes balls
Thank
to
you.
cover that song. No,
Thank you. That was so much fun. Oh my God. That was,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm like Far is a band that more people. should know. Of course, when I saw, I'm like, yeah, I've listened to Far, I've listened to all those bands. So
Yeah, sure.
yeah, so Sons of Alpha Centauri, I think the music that they play, yeah, goes well with your vocals, and
Yeah.
there's some great tracks on this album. So let's talk a little bit about the tracks for this. Are you gonna play a song? Yeah, yeah. You took the guitar. I'm like, well, if he wants to play a song, I don't mind if he plays a song because that would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. we're we're chilled here.
Yeah, we're just a chill dude on a couch, so I just
Yeah,
get my guitar and
yeah. Like, yeah. I saw you playing the guitar. I'm like, yeah. Well, if he wants to sing something, what are
oh,
you
I
gonna?
don't know. Actually, I have nothing in mind. I'm just I sometimes notice that I feel more comfortable with a guitar in my hand.
Oh, by all means, yeah. It's cool. So let's talk a little bit about some of the tracks on this record. Because I really love a lot of the tracks here. So the lead single is "Cool." Uh,
Yes.
so what is that song? What is that song about? "Pool"? Because
Uh
on the other
I
album, now you
think
have "Pool."
yeah, the song pull is it's about motion and autonomy. It's kind of about being a free agent, actually, now that we're talking about it. It's just about getting free and kind of the never ending life's work that it is to have freedom. Um, yeah, to have a real sense of freedom in one's life.
Yeah, no, it's a great track, and something that I like about this album is like you have like progressive rock, but you also have like more acoustic, more like softer songs. Like one that really stood out to me was the song "Doomed." Uh,
Thank you. I love that song too.
yeah, it's like super. It's more soft and uh, obviously lyric wise, you're like talking about like we are all like doomed. So it's a little bit gloomy, but I thought there's some
It's just the
hope in it.
truth.
Yeah, yeah. What was the inspiration for Doomed?
I think one of the ways to get free is to tell the truth as best you can, especially when it's an uncomfortable truth.
Yeah.
So I'm not, I'm not trying to bum anybody out, but I, yeah, I think the human software has some serious glitches, and unless and until we're honest about that, I don't really see a way towards something more interesting as a species. I mean, we've had these endless circles of learning the same lessons over and over again about othering each other and about dividing and conquering and about wealth disparity and about all of these things. And we just keep on doing
We
the
keep
same
doing the same
thing.
cycle.
I
Yeah.
mean, I really, and so I do my best to laugh about it with love. I know I'm a part of it. I think that's important to really tell the truth about. And so, yeah, that's what the tune is. It's just really me trying to not to make too big a deal of it, but just saying what I see, which is, I think, the job of us all to be witnesses for the other and to do our best to tell the truth to each other. And then we kind of go, oh, well, have you thought about this? And so, yeah, I think that's what the tune is about. I kind of wish, see, if I were in the band, I probably would have pushed for a version of that song where the drums never come in.
So it would have been like full, like softer, like like
Yep, just
like
and maybe synths would come in, maybe something else, maybe a pulse of some other sort would come in, but um the first, because when I sung over it there was no drums. I just sung over a guitar part. Um and I kind of fell in love with it that way. And so then when I heard the drums, I thought, oh, okay. And at first I didn't like it, and then I was like, no, 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 I like this too. It's got kind of a real dry, simple feel to it. Um But if I were in the band, I bet there would have been discussions about how the arrangement of that song would go.
Yeah, well, I see what you say. Like maybe have it like softer, like a herd from Nine Inch Nails. That is like very
Exactly.
soft with the vocals and
Exactly.
just the guitar, and then at the end maybe like a crescendo. Uh,
Exactly.
yeah, that's yeah. But you know, it's some great tunes here. You have songs like I also like Final Voyage, where you're very honest and you're like, we're all gonna die someday, and like it
Oh,
is.
I love that tune. I fucking love that tune, man. That tune has a great sort of propulsive feel to it, a little bit like Pull, but it's got a different kind of darkness to it. And I love the way that chorus came out. I know it's super fucking dark, but I just love the melody and the it's got a feeling to it. I was just listening to that the other day.
Yeah, and there's a part in the song where you're like, where you scream, and the voice like almost you can hear the pain in the voice. So the process for you guys is like did they send you all the music already done, or they send you bits and pieces, and that's how you come up with the melodies and the lyrics?
I request that they get to some kind of, that it's pretty much done, because I don't like singing over something and then having it change a bunch. So I ask that they're as sure as they can be about the general arrangement of the song. Um, and if that had been a song they wanted to be, real screamy or something like that, if Doomed was a tune, then I just request it to be something like the energy level that it's going to be, because that's what I'm going to sing to. Um, and so I like that they didn't change the mood of Doomed. They just brought in drums, and I probably would have brought in different things for that. But then as far as the final voyage, is it Journey, Joe Voyage? Um, I didn't name that song. See, that's the whole thing. I just sung over it about dying, and then they decided to call it that, which I love. Um, so that one, yeah, that one there, any of the rocking songs, there's drums already. But yes, it changes a ton after I sing on it. Yeah, there's tons of. I mean, it's very much like a working demo, and I sing on that, and then they dress it all up.
Yeah, and I think the drummer is also they have a free agent drummer, I think from Willhaven, right?
That's right. That's right. Wayne, I believe.
Yeah, yeah, I think it says Mitch Wheeler here. Yeah, so yeah,
Oh,
it's
Mitch rather, Mitch. Yeah, they've
Mitch.
Will Haven's had a few drummers.
They've had. I actually interviewed them also on the
Oh,
channel. You know,
cool. No way.
they're from
That's
Sacramento too.
oh, they. I mean, yeah, the house that Farr used to practice in, Jeff Wilhaven lived in. Maybe a couple of them did actually. So
Yeah, I
anyway,
actually met up
that's
with Jeff. Super
so
cool guy.
we go way back. They are family.
Yeah. So what if Sons of Alpha Centauri came up to you and said that they would like to have you like a more of a like a permanent role, or are they content with what they're doing in being a band that puts out music but it's not touring?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things is to interact with people who have regular jobs and
Like we all do. We need to have.
well, no, not me. um, uh, it's that's the whole thing. It's I'm a real free agent. I've never had a real job, and I don't have a bunch of family money or anything. I just, yeah, I decided I wanted to be a free agent, um, and I so they've got their they got families and jobs, and I that's what I love about it so much. It's not music that is no one needs for it to be successful to make their life work. Um, they basically pay me for my time and my contribution, and that helps me keep going. But I guess it would be so strange if one of these songs took off or something. I don't know what we would do. Um, but no one has ever talked about let's try and take this more seriously or whatever. I don't really like taking things seriously anyway. I mean, well, one of my favorite phrases is be serious enough to have fun. And so,
That's a good phrase. Yeah.
yeah, so I like being serious about fun shit. But so yeah, I don't know if they asked me to do it. I don't know what it would mean. I suppose it's sort of like if they said we want to start touring and behaving more like a regular band does. Um, I don't know. I mean, I'm open to anything. I'm open to any idea anyone has about what they want to do. I need to be able to pay my costs and put some in savings, and that's it. So really, whatever idea anyone has, I'm down. I just don't know. It really just has to make sense to everyone. But in this project, one of the things that I love about it the most is that no one seems real bothered about making it some big fancy thing, and I really love that.
Yeah, I think it's fun that way because you're just focused on doing good music without worrying about the outcome. Like,
Yeah, I mean, and I don't think, I I just do what I do, and I'm glad anyone likes it enough to in whatever way, trade time for money with me, like they want a song or they want a show or that, I make an album and they like my idea and um I love that so fucking much. And so whatever way that looks like is great. And I've gotten to make some lovely friends over the years. I really consider them friends, and it's strange because we haven't spent that much time together, but music is kind of the center of my heart. So if I'm spending time doing that, whoever I'm doing that with, it's inherently a pretty intimate relationship, and I love that.
yeah, no, it's great. So with Far,
Yeah.
uh, are you gonna put out new music? Because I saw that you put out like a single.
No, that was no. The
Or is that one of
we
the Spotify things where they
we chose the name
the,
Far.
the
Yeah,
wrong
we
artist?
yeah, we chose the name Far a long time before this how insane the internet
Oh
got.
my God.
And
Yeah, because
so
I'm looking at the Far and I'm like, there's a new
yeah,
song,
no, no,
but
no.
I'm
There's
like, I
there's
was wondering if it's a
yeah,
mistake because sometimes
we
that happens with
never
Spotify.
yeah, we never got big enough to protect ourselves against such things. And it's been long enough since we were really doing much. So people are just being like, "Ooh, I want to call my thing Far. That sounds cool." now now look, they could go look on Spotify. It's not like we don't, I think Pony has like 4 million streams or something. Like but anyway, this is our music world these days. Anyone gets to call themselves anything they want and release it. And I don't care really, but no, we haven't done anything in a while. I don't think we will. I would love to, and I don't think it's gonna happen. But who knows? Who knows? It doesn't
Yeah,
even
but it's
matter
crazy
really.
that they put it on your Spotify on your actual Far page
I
to
know,
put the
I
new
know.
song.
It's insane.
And I'm
It's
sure
just it
I
just
would play it. And I'm like, this doesn't sound like Far because
no
that's
no.
happened. There's a Puerto Rican band. I don't know if you've heard of them. They came around in the 90s called Puya.
Yeah,
And there's like a rapper named Puya. And
yeah.
sometimes it happens. They put the rapper's music on the wrong Spotify.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, there's a new Puya song. And I listen to it. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I guess I'm just happy that it's not a band trying to sound like us, so people would actually be confused. Because yeah, there's a band that's use I think they literally call themselves the Far, and when I talk to them they're like, oh no, no, we put a the in front of it. I was like,
That
dude.
doesn't make
um,
sense. The Far?
so they advertise shows. Exact, doesn't make any sense, but they advertise shows once in a while, and inevitably someone writes to me and they're like, hey, just so I'm sure, this is not an actual Far show. And if anyone went to the show, they would not be confused about it. So it doesn't. Yeah. Anyway, it's just one of those silly things. But to your question, no, Far will probably not release any new music. There's some lovely reissues happening. Tin Cans
Awesome.
just got reissued on vinyl, and it's glorious. Also, the one line drawing stuff just got reissued on vinyl. Early one line drawing stuff. It's a really neat collection called Sketchbook. Uh, but so that's really what I'm focused on, is taking care of the music that's already come out and trying to do as much as I can with it and make sure people know who care about it that it's available. Um, and then just making new music. I just love, yeah. I mean, I just finished the Alpha Centauri record, and I just did a thing with this guy Scott Morrow called Plutocracy Planet, and the tune is actually so fucking heavy and insane. So I'm really excited for people to hear that. It's called But You Said, and it'll be out soon. So I'm a free agent, man. Now you got me thinking. I'm
Yeah.
just doing all this crazy
I
shit.
thought
But
I
so
was
no,
shield. I was the shield
yeah,
dude, but no, I think you're more shield than me. Uh,
I'm pretty fucking chill.
no,
I'm
you're not.
pretty,
I can
yeah,
tell.
yeah. I do my best to do as little as possible in this life that I don't really want to do. I know there's things to handle. I mean, I've raised a daughter and consider myself a relatively responsible human, but I do as little as possible. I've taken a lot of inspiration from the show Seinfeld and the movie The Big Lebowski.
That's what I was
And
gonna mention. The dude.
yes, the dude is a very, very inspiring human to me.
So you abide.
I fucking abide.
Don't we all? Like I abide too. Just going
I
around.
hate the fucking Eagles, man.
The Eagles. I'm not a huge fan of the Eagles.
Oh
Besides
no, I'm
football,
not. I was being the Lebowski guy.
okay.
When
Oh yeah.
because he wants some CCR, and the CCR tape got stolen, and the taxi cab driver puts on the Eagles. And he's like, I hate the fucking Eagles, man.
Oh yeah. That's yeah. I remember the part of the movie.
Anyway, yeah. So
Yeah.
no, life is for yeah. I mean, so what do you do when you're not on a couch talking to weird ass musicians?
So when I'm not on the couch, I actually interview people for a living. I have my day job, my corporate job. But I'd rather talk to you, man.
I love that, but wait, what do you wait? Now I gotta know. Hold on, wait. What's your if so? Is it if I were more famous, then you'd be interviewing me at your corporate job for in another? Like, do you interview artists, but just more popular ones?
No,
Oh, what are your interviews? Who do you interview? What do you do?
no, I'll tell you about it
Oh, okay.
offline, but no, it has nothing to do with the
The
with
interviewing has flipped.
with. I'm being
Uh,
interviewed now.
I wanted to talk. No. Anyway, okay, that's totally cool. Anyway, I love hearing about what people do with their lives. I love
Yeah,
it
no,
so much.
like believe me, if I could make a living out of YouTube, I would rather do this all day because it's just fun as hell. And
Isn't it?
talking to talking to I'm talking to you. Like maybe one day I'll talk to Shino Moreno. Yeah, that's my bucket list. I want to talk to Shino. I want to talk to Dave Grohl, and I want to talk to Metallica.
I
But
live.
I need more. Yeah, that will take a while, but yeah, you dream. It's time to dream big. And
Sorry
don't
for
you know?
snorting.
Yeah, no worries. So I want to show the artwork of the album, which is pretty cool. So here we
Mm.
have the artwork. I know you're not involved with the artwork because this is all the
It's
band.
fucking cool though, right? I
Yeah,
think it's pretty.
well, it looks cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it looks like the type of music that you're playing because I like it because they're great musicians and I like the progressiveness of it. But I think that yeah, your vocals definitely makes them stand out because I've interviewed bands that are just instrumental, and I like instrumental music, but just for a tiny bit. Like I don't know, I need some vocals.
Oh, I mean, I love. To me, it's just about it's either good or not.
Yeah.
And one thing I know not everyone will like what I do. I know most people don't. But the people that do seem to really like it. But so I love getting to be a singer that I think is I just try to make vocals that are worth it. I think a lot of bands have a singer just to have a singer because they don't want to be an instrumental band. But I think many instrumental bands are fucking way better than most bands with vocalists.
Oh, there's some great ones.
Because
Russian
a good
Circle.
vocalist, I would like to think that I'm a decent vocalist and that I'm not making the music worse. But there's some bands out there with just some horrific vocalists that sort of I just wish they had someone different singing for them.
That happens. You know, a vocal can totally like
It's
ruins
a
the band.
big deal. It can go a lot of ways. So in some ways, just maybe stay being a good instrumental band unless you find a singer that you really love.
Yeah, I mentioned
Um,
bands like Russian Circles. I recently talked to one called If These Trees Could Talk,
oh
and
yeah,
great instrumental band. So
yeah,
and so yeah, I agree with you. It just has to be like captivating music, so for in order to make it count. So I know
exactly.
that
Yeah,
I want to review this album before it comes out because I want to talk more about it to let people know about it because I think
yeah, cool.
the
Thank you.
the music is awesome. I like I like the lyrics how it will go to hopeful to like not
Yeah,
hopeful and
yeah, yes.
like I like it because not every song sounds the same. Also, you have like the uh like another one that I really
Yeah,
enjoy.
I don't think I could do it if it all sounded like Pull,
No,
but I
no.
like that Pull does what it does, and I love Ephemeral. The chorus to Ephemeral I
Oh,
really
ephemeral.
love, and
That's
yeah,
a great
uh,
the way that you sing the ephemeral. Yeah, it's great. And the
yeah.
ways we were. That one also got that one reminded me of like a perfect circle type of vibes. Uh,
Yes, yes. I mean, yeah. Fuck Maynard and Tool, but I get it. Yeah,
I saw Tool in Miami and great band, but he's kind of I
they're perfectly good players. Tool opened for Far in 1992.
wow. Yeah,
Yeah, or one, two, I forget which. Um, so yeah. Anyway,
so you're not
uh,
gonna go to Maynard's Vineyard.
Maynard is like me. I'm not like Maynard.
Yeah.
Just so we're clear.
So
Um,
no, we're very clear on that. So Jonah, you know what? It's
I'm
been
joking. I don't think Maynard. I think Maynard is Maynard. I'm just being a dick. I'm just having fun. So any Tool fans out there, it's okay. So I'm just being. We're just
not
having a
gonna be
laugh.
no. I think he's a great vocalist, but like he trolls. But the thing with Tool fans is that Tool fans are very sensitive.
I know it's really it's a little weird for me, but because yeah, because to me Maynard, if nothing else, he's a fucking troll, and so I'm just trolling the troll. Like I get you, but then the fans don't have a good sense of humor about that. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah,
Uh, anyway, it's really good to talk to you, man. You're sweet. I love that you have this as your little fun thing you do, and
yeah. It
I
started
just
as a passion project with the pandemic.
yeah.
Then like, hey, I like music. I like to talk about music. So yeah, I started like interviewing bands, and now I'm here talking with the singer from Far.
No, and the
Yeah,
singer for Sons of Alpha
and now
Centauri,
your sons. Well,
or
the
the
rented
free
guy,
agent, the free
the
agent.
free agent for Sons
Um,
of Alpha
yeah.
Centauri. Uh,
Um, well,
yeah,
cool. Well, I hope I get to talk to you more at some point. But when you do the review of the record, will you put it up on the internets and let us see? Because I know
yeah.
they would
No,
love to
yes,
hear it.
I do a video. I'll put it up on the internet for
Oh,
people
cool.
and see, and I'll put it out like close to release date so more people can listen to it because I've really been enjoying this album a lot. I got a lot of promos, and the right now your album and another band called Midas Fall, that's from
Cool.
Scotland. If you haven't heard them, they're great.
Great.
Super
Great.
good band, like a progressive female singing, very beautiful songs.
Cool.
Because I like sometimes in metal and rock, people think like if it's just like heavy all the time, it's good.
Hmm.
But no, me being a band of fans like Far, Deftones, I like bands that can do the heavy and also
Yeah.
the ethereal
Yeah.
and the melodic because not
Yeah.
everything needs to be heavy all the time. I think
No.
that's the sweet spot for me.
I
So
agree. Wait.
yeah,
I got a cat calling me, man.
yeah, don't worry.
But it's been good to talk.
It's good to talk.
And I'll talk to you soon, man.
Yeah,
Just keep the spirit alive. Love music a lot, and stay
yeah.
sweet, man.
So let me say goodbye to the people. So until next time, people, this is Hector, the Shield Dude on the couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank
Chill,
you
dudes. Be
and
chill. Be
bye.
sweet.
Yeah.
Bye.